Hi, I'm Jessica Beck from the podcast IELTS Energy, and of course this YouTube channel also called IELTS Energy. Today we are going to talk about how to get a high score on vocabulary in IELTS Writing Task 1. Now, in the last two videos, we talked about how to get a high score in task achievement. And then in another video, we talked about how to get a high score in cohesion and coherence. So if you have not watched those videos, please go back and watch those, because remember, your score is an average of these four categories: task achievement, cohesion and coherence, vocabulary, and grammar. So today we're focusing on vocabulary. Now, the type of vocabulary that you have to use to get a high score depends on the task, of course. The most common type of IELTS Writing Task 1 is the graph I call it change over time. It's usually a line graph. It's showing you how these numbers changed from year to year, maybe from month to month. So the most important vocabulary you need are words for increase and decrease. However, just saying increase, decrease, fall, go up, these are easy words that every other IELTS candidate knows. In order for you to set yourself apart and to make the examiner think about giving you a 7 is you need interesting ways. So instead of go up, you could say like skyrocket impressively, or you could say instead of hit a peak, you could say reached an apex. Okay, these are interesting ways to say pretty easy things like go up and go down. For static graphs, these are numbers about like 1 year, for example. It's often a table or a bar chart, a pie chart perhaps. You need more interesting ways to say highest and lowest. So you could say most popular, most preferred, most common, second most common, second most preferred. You can get this vocabulary, the 7+ vocabulary you can get from reading the newspaper, specifically the business section or the finance section of the newspapers. Think about it. All they're doing is talking about numbers for the most part, all right? So read these articles, highlight 3 or 4 interesting phrases, and practice using them in your essays. You have to practice using the vocabulary or you're not going to remember it. This other question, this map question that comes up rarely, but it does come up every year, once or twice on the IELTS exam. The map question vocabulary, you need, of course, location words. So in the upper right-hand corner, to the northeast, between, you could say sandwiched between, like, excuse me, the housing development is sandwiched between the hotel and the lake, all right? Again, more interesting, the better. In order to get a high score, you have to show idiomatic, interesting language. So focus on that. Don't use the same words as everyone else who has an IELTS textbook. Also, you need to not repeat yourself. So if you are reading your essay, you see that you use the same word more than twice, you need to find synonyms, okay? In our online IELTS course, 3 Keys IELTS, available now on IELTS.allearsenglish.com. In our course, we give you don't have to do all this extra reading, we give you the interesting, unique vocabulary you need to score highly. So check out our online course, bringing many students the scores that they need, available now on IELTS.allearsenglish.com. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.